big problem brewing over here in the United Kingdom regarding this particular story. It's controversial, but also it's aimed at children, which is even more, shall we say, difficult for many parents. As ever, though, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Nice to see you. I hope you're all keeping well. Let's have a big wave today. Nice to have your company. As I often say, whatever you do look after yourselves, you know. Don't know about you, that particular story I mentioned about the doctors and the getting the stuff back, you know, when you get your results, that struck a chord. It's around the world, isn't it, you know? Everybody's not qualified to tell you what's wrong with you, but they're qualified to get that text to make you come in so they can tick a box and get paid. Have you noticed that? And you do kind of think, well, what's the point then? You know, the flu jab, this jab, that jab. Gosh, you'd be like a pincushion if you went for everything, wouldn't you? I think you know your own body best. You agree, you see? I think the body tells you need more vegetables, you need some fruit, you fancy a tin of fruit salad, whatever. You think, yeah, I feel a bit better, I'll have that. Listen to yourselves. Sometimes it's far better. Maybe the people who created this should have listened to exactly how the public feel over here in the United Kingdom. This is the Desi Doll Company. That's right, they've just been launching this brand new doll, which has created quite a lot of controversy, as one can imagine. Now, it's going to be sold at one of the leading supermarkets over here in the United Kingdom, Asda. I think it's part of Walmart, or was, not quite sure. My Muslim friend is the doll. Now, what's interesting here is, you see, if this was something else like the original Robinson's Jam Marmalade Gollywog, people would be up in arms, wouldn't they? Absolutely, it would be racist, it would be this, all etc. Now, I know we're all trying to live in a warmer and more encouraging climate, but truly, I find this story baffling, because the supermarket that are going to be launching this doll, which has a range, I believe, of 6, and they're not cheap, actually, let me point out also. This is so that they can promote inclusivity, learn about the Muslim faith, all of that sort of stuff. But that particular supermarket we reached out to for a comment. Naturally, they were too busy to comment, but when I also pointed out to the lady in question that I couldn't see for sale any Easter cards in their store, given that this is a Christian country, where is that? They didn't want to discuss it. That conversation ended very quickly. So we popped along to the local Asda store to find out if, in a Christian country, alongside my Muslim friend, we could actually pick up anything regarding Easter. Plenty of Easter eggs, which not necessarily a symbol of Christianity. No. Now, one of the ladies there was very forthcoming and told me this, that the reason why they don't display Easter cards in their store is simply because they don't want to offend. I said, who are you offending? And she just looked down. Apparently, you know, this could offend other faiths. I reminded her that we were a Christian country, and given the fact they're so liberal in selling this particular doll, my Muslim friend, what was the problem? Now, as I say, there's lots of backlash over here, and I'm going to be putting my neck out here and saying, I don't necessarily think they're going to sell many of these. It's not necessarily the messaging that's the problem. The bigger problem is the price. In this cost of living crisis, people simply can't afford it. And also, who wants to be told a woke message? Dolls and children have been around for over 150, maybe longer years now, as a saleable item. They never had a message before, but seemingly now, even that has to have an underlying current. As ever, I'd love to know what you think to this particular story in the comments below. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.